When we hear the word minimalism, some of us may think it's about restricting yourself or never buying anything fun. For Micah and I, as minimalist parents, it's not about having less just for the sake of it. It's about being intentional with what we do allow in our home. And so today I'm sharing things that we actually splurge on as a minimalist family of 6. The first category is anything related to our health. When I was pregnant, I was so sick that I was bed rested for the first 3 months of pregnancy for every daughter, and we have 4. And I would stand up for like 5 minutes to get a snack together for the girls, and I would be dizzy and nauseous and just so weak. The point is, since then, for somebody who so values productivity, I've realized that how important our health is. Without it, there's nothing we can do. And so the first thing that Micah and I buy as minimalists are barefoot shoes. And so I know I absolutely love heels. That's all I wore all my life. And I was looking one day into these most comfortable heels, if that's a thing. And I fell on barefoot shoes by accident. I listened to it, and after what I've learned, I was willing to give it a go. It was crazy. I could feel the difference right away. I used to have chronic neck pain, and since I've been wearing barefoot shoes, it's all gone. It's crazy. My feet are now craving the ground, and the craziest part is I can't stand heels anymore. I also wear them from time to time, but my everyday shoes are barefoot shoes. The next thing we buy is anything for the least amount of plastic possible in the kitchen. So that means glass containers, wooden cutting boards, stainless steel water bottles, cast irons, the list goes on. We've made some significant changes in our home to make sure that what we put in our body or what we have around us is in alignment and supports our health. And so we do still have plastic cutting board for raw meat so we can infect in the dishwasher. But I've been learning about the amount of microplastics that go into our body with the simple action of cutting food on it. And so that blew my mind. So let me know in the comments if you have any alternatives for that. Is it going to physically affect us tomorrow? Probably not. But it's the small changes that we can control that adds up, and it gives me peace of mind. It's all perfect. We haven't ditched every single plastic thing in our home, but we do what we can. The next thing is foods that align with our priorities. I've had IBS since I was a child. If you're familiar with that, our society basically labels anything that we're not able to diagnose IBS. And so I should actually say that I've had IBS symptoms forever. And we used to eat a pretty healthy diet if compared to the standard American or Canadian diet. So when my first daughter was born, I got so sick and tired of not knowing what was going on with my body. And so I started doing some crazy research about health and nutrition and different sickness and different symptoms. And I needed to find an answer. So we did some trial and error. We went vegetarian and then vegan and then paleo and then did the low FODMAP. It was all great, but I still felt that I wasn't thriving until I found out about the animal-based diet. It's a milder version of the carnivore diet. We basically eat meat, fat, fruits, raw honey, and there's also organs and raw meat that's suggested, but we're not there yet. We started a few months ago, and I finally feel like I'm thriving. Micah's thriving, our children are thriving, our eczema is gone, mood swings are gone, my IBS symptoms are gone. We're all doing amazing. We've heard about it from a psychiatrist doctor, tired of the Western medicine where we treat symptoms with pills instead of going to the roots, which is typically nutrition. And he breaks down all of the myths about red meat and other stuff, and his claims are backed with PMI studies, which I really appreciate. Foods that are in alignment with our priorities are obviously whole foods. We do our best to buy grass-fed and organic, but it's not always the case. Products that have no added sugar, it costs more money, but it's totally worth it in the long run. Just better products in general. That goes hand in hand with the number 4, vitamins and supplements. I take a woman's daily supplement, a calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D combo because we live in Canada, and so we need more vitamin D from the sun that we're not receiving in the winter months. And we're also a dairy-free family, so I need some more calcium. And I also take a vitamin C, iron, and probiotics for IBS. It's very important for Micah and I to choose a great vitamin brand that has amazing traceability, meaning that we're able to track every ingredient from seed to supplement, and knowing that every supplement comes from their own certified organic farms. They're NSF certified, meaning that the supplement goes through audits, third-party testing, and investigations every year to make sure that what's on the label, it's actually in the product. Again, our health is everything, so we want to make sure that we know what we put in our bodies. The next one is healthcare professionals. So physiotherapists, massage therapists, dentists, optometrists, all of it. It may not seem too exciting, but I believe they're essential. Pelvic floor physio, super important, mostly after 4 births. I want to make sure everything's functioning the way it's supposed to be. You probably know this, but I didn't until my physio told me. Feeling the need to go potty every time you jump or have a high-intensity workout, it's not normal. It's common, but not normal. And so I prioritize my physio. Same thing from a massage therapist. I'm not talking about the relaxing spa massages. That's awesome and all that. But I'm talking about the sports deep tissue massages that treat and heal my body. Dentist, we spend a lot of money on my teeth. I have a root canal and a crown on pretty much all the teeth that you can have a root canal and a crown on. And I'm not even kidding. Tooth pain is one of the worst pain, so we take care of our teeth. Optometrist. I started wearing glasses when I was 10, and I was already like a -1. I can't even remember, but it's like I can't see far. And I would have liked to have gone before I was 10. Maybe, just maybe, it would have been not as bad. And I got my laser eye surgery done when I was 21, and I was at -10. So the health of our eyes are also very important to us. The next one is quality clothing and natural fabric. I recently learned about what fabric like polyester does to our body and the effects to our health, and the difference between organic cotton, and how natural fabric like wool or linen are just amazing for our health. And now we didn't toss all of our clothes away and bought new ones overnight. We're just making different choices when it's time to replace. And I've recently started learning how to make clothes for our girls, which is awesome. And so I'm now able to be mindful of the type of fabric that I choose. And so we also found that when we invest in high quality clothes, we didn't have to constantly buy new clothes. The next thing is skincare. If there's anything I remember from my mom teaching is how important skincare is. I've been wearing a face moisturizer since I'm 12. I was taught to wash my face in the morning and before going to bed with a face cleanser. I do not skip a day, even when I'm exhausted and all I want to do is scroll in bed. I know this may sound crazy, but our girls have been wearing a face moisturizer since they're 18 months old. And I used to think that toner was also useless until I had a disposable white cotton pad and used toner on my face right after I cleansed it. And there was dirt and other gross stuff on the cotton pad. So since then, I prioritize a toner. The next one is personal development. I like to see as health for the brain. And so Micah and I believe that we can always improve. We can always learn something new. We can always better ourselves in our marriage, in our parenting, in our faith, in our productivity, our habits, our discipline, you name it. So we prioritize conferences, books, and courses, and anything that would help us grow and be the best version of ourselves. The next category is comfort and safety. Anything related to safety we're willing to invest in. A better hotel room in a nicer area, a closer parking lot, an enhanced home security, a bigger SUV, the girls' convertible car seats. And just so you know, all the car seats are approved by Transport Canada. And we've chosen to invest in these particular car seats because they have an additional safety feature, and it's called Rigid Latch Energy Absorbing Crumple Technology. Sounds pretty awesome. We probably don't need all of these greater safety features, but I sleep better at night knowing that we've done everything we can to protect our children. The next one is experiences. And you know how there's that expression out there that says it's not about where you go, but it's about the people you're with. And that's exactly that. Each adventure is an opportunity to connect deeper with each other, to build memories, and to have laughter and fun. An adventure can be simple things like a walk in the forest, all the way to traveling to a new country. All of those moments will be the ones that we remember. Experiences build a deeper sense of connection and belonging, and we're all building a legacy for our families. So you're probably noticing a common thread here with our main priorities being health and safety and experiences. And so if you want to learn how to make intentional choices to live on a one-income family, check the next video in the description.